Steph's fishing line. Controlled depth fishing structure that's in this water. There's cement from the old, there's big rocks.
Welcome to Steph's Fishing Line right here in Algonquin Park. Beautiful place. We're at the top end of the dam, which used to be the kiosk mill, where they did the wood mill right here. And today we'd like to talk about controlled depth fishing, and that's what it takes to fish here. Because there's so many logs and rocks and structures in the water that are going to give you a hard time when to drift or to cast. You're going to get hung up on them. So what I'm doing is I've got a slip float on my line, a half-ounce jig, kind of reddish color, because that really, the bass seem to turn on to red colors, associating them with crayfish, I guess. So that's just what we're going to do. We're going to present a crayfish to the bass. And what I've got on the line is a little rubber stopper. You can see it right there, little rubber stopper, and that's my controlled depth for the slip float. So, let's talk about crayfish again. What I've done is I've trapped a few crayfish, got them in this jar, and I'll show you what I'm going to do. See, I've got some crayfish in this jar. They're live, and I'm keeping them quite cool because they'll stay lively when they're at the right temperature. So I take one crayfish out of the jar here. Make sure you close the lid of the jar. There we go. So I got a crayfish in my hand. Now, if you hold the crayfish by the back like so, it sticks the tail up. And if you see the tail, you can take your jig, count 3 vertebrae down from the end of the tail, and put the jig all the way through like that. And that'll keep the crayfish alive for a long time. So let's give this controlled depth fishing a try. Now, one thing I noticed about my float coming back at current speed is it hung on the bottom just a little bit. So what I want to do is take my stopper and bring it about another foot shallower, so that my crayfish will run across the top of the rocks and not get hung up in the rocks. Right there now. There's one. Yeah. Good one here now. That's the thing about smallmouth bass. You can grab them by the bottom lip. Nice bass, eh? Wow. Oh, good one. The smallmouth bass have a very flat ridge across the bottom lip. And you can grab them like that, but don't try that with a pike or a walleye or even trout, because they've got more teeth. That's a beautiful bass. Release that one here. There we go. Got a fishing line, right on. We're in another pool on the Mabdefone River, right down near Kiosk, where the old mill used to be. And this pool here used to have a lot of speckled trout in it at one time. Water levels have gone down, it's warmer, but bass have taken over. So the smallmouth bass in here now, and gonna give this a try with a slip float system where there's a stopper up the line like that, a little stopper, and that controls my depth. And we're using a 1/2 ounce jig with a live crayfish. We'll give this a shot in here. Oh yeah, I got one on now. Oh, feels like a good one. Oh yeah. Feels like a good fish. Oh, not a real big one. Fighter though. That didn't take long, eh? There we go. A real nice smallmouth bass. There you go. Beauty. So we're going to release this one. But like I say, 1/2 ounce jig, live crayfish, that's a ticket. Right on. Another segment of underwater angling. There's the bait. Live crayfish.
The underwater structure is what attracts these bass to come right in to this area and feed on the crayfish. And the crayfish live on these rocks, all around the rocks, all year round. Getting your line into that area is very tricky because you can get hung up very easily and snagged. Then you have to snap your line off. So by presenting the bait this way, right in the water, you're able to walk the bait right to the fish. There's the odds. It puts the ball in your favor.
It's important to have your drag set right too. Beautiful big bass. Yeah, and it looks like somebody else's line is hung up in here as well. He did some. So what we're gonna do is unhook this one, let it go. There we go. Nice fish, right on. Woo!